I know we're kind of winding down on time, but I want to make sure we got enough time for you to talk about, any news, update, current projects, anything like that that you can share with us before we head out.
Um, yeah, well, at the moment it's all about the new series. So book one is out. Book two hopefully will be released early-ish next year before Easter, is the aim. And then book three probably by the end of the year. Um, don't know if there's a book four. We'll have to see. We'll have to see about that. I do have some other ideas. A completely different post-apocalyptic world. Like, definitely want to explore what all those storylines that came to my head when I went out on that road trip to the Nullarbor. Yeah, but that's basically it. Otherwise, still writing, still teaching, making some appearances around the local area.
Oh,
Um, yeah, local bookstores are starting to stock the books, which is really always great, especially up in the mountains, the Turning Page and things like that. So, yeah, and doing
that's
podcasts.
yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm so glad you could join us today and for this episode and for season 5. When it's always interesting when I get people, that email me from I get people from all over the world. It's just awesome. Like my students will ask me like, who'd you talk to this week, or this weekend? And I'm like, oh, I talked to someone from Australia. Like last week it was like the UK, and I had India a while back, and it's just cool that like you said, right now, knock on wood, we're not in the post-apocalyptic setting, so we can
No,
have these great
yeah.
conversations and talk about Jasper Jones and your books and have some fun along the way. But yeah, it's super cool. I just want to remind our audience you can find Magda's links for her book and social links in the description anywhere where you're watching or listening to this podcast. Usually it's just below wherever you're watching or listening. So please definitely check those out. Please give her a follow. If you are, purchasing those products, we always want to remind everybody that, the most important thing, because I always have people, hey, I read that book. Hey, I listened to that book. Like, did you review it? They're like, oh no. Like, that's the first thing I do when I get done. So if you guys could please keep focusing on that for season 5. I know it's been the same for the last 3 seasons. And I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be the same thing for the next 3 after that. So if you guys could keep focusing on that as an audience, everybody would be really appreciated for that. Magda, thank you so much for coming on. If
Thank
you
you,
need
Daniel.
anything, yeah, if you need anything in the meantime, let me know. I always give alumni of the podcast first dibs for coming back for the next season. So if it gets to towards the end of 2026, and you're like, you know what, I want to come on for this last book or
I will
oh whatever.
definitely
But yeah, just you let me know. Uh, Hopefully by then my son will definitely be sleeping by the evening for
hopefully
my time.
there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
Trust me.
that was a hard stretch. All my Australia friends that are watching or waiting for me to reschedule interviews, I'm so sorry, but we are hopefully getting there. But yeah, let me know in the future, and we can do whatever we need for you. I do have the podcast group on Facebook if you want to join yourself, or if you want to ever send me anything. And people goes for audience too. You feel free. Everybody can post whatever questions or products and stuff in there. Yeah, it's been awesome. We're about just got to 3,000 members last week. We have some
Wow.
amazing people, yeah, that share stuff in there just all the time. So there's about 40, 50 authors and creatives that have just made it so much fun. If you told me like 5 years ago I'd create something so cool besides the podcast, I would not have believed you. So it's been really awesome. But yeah, anything just let me know. I could put it in there and I could send you the
Thank you
invite
so
and
much.
we'll help you out, in any way that we can. So just let me know.